So my intention is to change the blower and the filter. Now I've removed the filter before, and I've removed the blower before, and I just try to fix the blower and put it back, and it's been working. What happens is the brushes inside of the fan, the AC fan, the brushes inside, they get worn down. This is a unit that I bought from Amazon. Probably costs, I don't know, maybe $160. The reason why I'm fixing it, so far, you know, in the summertime you can open the windows, but in the wintertime I don't want to freeze. And this is the filter. I think I got this filter from eBay. I think the filter's from eBay. I've had it for some time now and didn't put it in yet. I took out the old filter, just banged it out and vacuumed it and put it back in. I wouldn't advise anybody else to do that, but you know, I do a lot of cheap stuff. Now the reason why you see this area over here open is because I took off the cover. You know, it just pops out. Took off the cover to take out this fuse here, which controls the air ride, which provides power for the air ride system. I noticed that my air ride kept pumping up higher and higher and higher and higher. Even though I have a new relay in there, it's pumping up higher than it's supposed to. So it needs to be calibrated. Somehow my controller is it's not taking the calibration. So what I did was, when the car just pumped itself up, I just plugged this out, and the car's been up for the past 2 weeks at a comfortable, very comfortable height. I'm in New York, where I hit a lot of potholes. I'm not losing any air or anything, but I do have a new compressor. I have a new pump unit that I've installed, that, you know, that's on the passenger side where I am right now, under here. I have a new pump inside the car right now, and it's not being controlled properly. Something's not right. I don't know what's going on. But still, you don't have to replace your shock. Well, I didn't have to replace my shocks. I've done a lot of stuff regarding the air ride. I changed the residual pressure valves that go on the respective shocks, or whatever you want to call them, bags. And anyhow, that's not what this is about, but just letting you know, I'm planning on changing it, so that's what I'm gonna try to do right now. So some people say you can get to the filter and the fan, or whatever, I mean at least the fan, without removing the glove box. You can get to the filter without moving the glove box. I don't agree about the filter. I don't agree about the fan. I'm gonna take the glove box out. See, my bits are messed up because I left them out in the rain like a silly person. This is a T20. So a T20, there's one screw here, and there's one screw here. There's two screws at the top. They say when you take those screws out, I think there's some screws at the bottom. Yeah, there's some screws at the bottom too. There's 3 screws at the bottom, 3 screws at the top. I'm sorry. There's 6. There's 3 at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and then there's 3 at the top. T20. One thing the guys on YouTube recommend is to try to make sure that this doesn't close when you're removing it. I don't know why, but you know, it uses power to open it. I guess maybe that's why. I don't know. So here I got the glove box leaned over. Here's the light. Of course it's open, so that's why you're seeing the light. There's one clip here and another clip here for the mechanism that opens the door. So, you know, if you choose to, you can take this off. And this one has just like some hooks or something. I'm gonna have to take this one off camera because it requires both my hands, which is like, I don't like that. Suppose I only have one hand. Some people in the world have one hand. Some people in the world have one hand and they do better than most of us. Okay, let's see here. There's another thing over here on the side. What's that for? That's for the USB. Let's see how that one comes out. Same, another thing with the requires two hands. Alright, I'm not gonna take that one out. I'm being lazy right now. I'm gonna leave that one, the USB. Well, it's not a USB, it's like the dimmer for the light inside of the, I think it's the dimmer for the light, I'm not sure. But here is the fan. The fan got a bunch of screws in it. I didn't put all the screws back when I did it. The filter is under here. I'm gonna do the filter after because that's like easier to do from the bottom. Just pop off this piece down here that just pops out. See here, it pops out. So you got the, then slides out. Okay, I might as well show that, I guess. Oh, that has a clip on it too. One clip. One-handed clip though. That's for the that's for the light. But then after that, you gotta take out some screws under here. Can you see it? It's right here. Here. I can't see where I'm looking, but it's under here. I think there's like two screws holding it. I'll get to that. Now the next, the metric socket that removes these is a 5mm, which, oh, sorry, 5.5. Weird. The 6mm didn't work. It's 5.5mm. Why would somebody do something like that? Fortunately, I have this old set that I bought from Sears many years ago. I bought this from Sears. I bought a nice set from Sears. Matter of fact, I bought two sets from Sears. The first one I bought, somebody stole it out of my trunk. Fortunately, it wasn't very expensive. I think I maybe paid $50 for it. This was way back in 2003 or so. It was a cheap brand name Companion, but it does the job. You take care of the tools, then you know they'll take care of you. But as you can see, I don't really take care of my tools. These are Huskies. These are from, I guess, Lowe's. It doesn't really matter too much. If the stuff is over tightened, it ain't gonna break. If it's not rusty, it's not gonna break. For the most part, the tools are okay. I've only broken a few sockets. Who cares, right? All right, bye. So I took out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. They're really supposed to be 7 screws, but the last time I took it out, I think there's 7 screws. I think so. Might be 7 screws. Most of them come from the bottom. All of them come from the bottom. Oh, not these ones in the back right there. You're going up, 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 up. So I didn't put all the screws back in because I didn't want to give myself too much work. So now we got the old fan out. This one can be done with one hand, thank God. See my old fan. It's a little dusty, but it still works. Still works now. But there's a point where it just jammed and it didn't work anymore. Maybe mostly due to the fact that I didn't change the filter, but I think this is on the dirty side of the filter. This isn't on the clean side. This is on the dirty side. So it's probably just due to wear from all the dirt and all of that stuff getting into it. And it takes air from right under the hood. So you got to keep your area under the hood free of leaves and dirt and debris and all that stuff as much as possible. Yeah, so now I'm gonna try to stick in the new fan. This is the old fan. This is the old fan. Don't throw away your stuff until you have the new unit fully installed. Because sometimes you find that there's little pieces or pieces you can use. Anyhow, thanks. So this is the new fan. They even have a little piece of metal balancing it. That's pretty cool. It doesn't look exactly the same. The old fan doesn't have these two screws in the back, or maybe it does. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's get the other one so that we can see if it matches up. Yeah, the old one. This is the old one. Doesn't have the two screws in the back. This one, yeah. So it's a different design. It's a different design, so ain't nothing wrong with that. It looks like it will work. This one is a genuine Volkswagen. This one is unbranded, of course. If I bought the legit one, the official one, it would have been way more money. So let's put this in and see what happens. So now it's in. So the hardest screws to do are the ones on this side of the fan where my hand is, because there's a cable, there's a wiring harness here that's blocking you from putting it in. Okay, so that's the hardest part, taking out the screws in the front and the back of the fan next to this wiring harness. There may be another screw somewhere else there, but like I said, I only put 5 screws back in. There's probably 7 screws. I only put 5 back in. I don't need the other ones. It's okay. I like my car, care about my car. I'm at 189,000 miles. I'm probably past the point where, reasonably it should have had a timing chain change. So anyhow, I'm just sharing my anxiety, I guess. But I'm not gonna do that, because to change the timing belt, to change the timing chain, which is near the firewall, I would have to pull the engine, and pulling the engine is a real mechanic's job, not my job. A real mechanic with real equipment and the time to do it, and that's gonna probably run at least 2 days of labor. And the other day I went to Nissan, and they charged I think it's $250. This is not a Nissan, of course. They charge $250 an hour for labor. So 8 hours times 2, that's 16. 16 times a quarter. 16 times 25%, that's 400. That's $4,000 for 2 days worth of work. 2 days worth of work costs $4,000. So what do you think Audi is charging? Probably the same, $245. A regular mechanic, you might get, he might do it for $150, $175, whatever. You're still talking about $1,800 maybe, whatever. From $4,000 for Audi, maybe $2,000 for a regular shady tree mechanic. If your friend does it, you still got to give him at least $1,500. I could buy one of these cars right now on Facebook Marketplace for $800, change the starter and drive it. There's one on there, but of course it's 150,000 miles. Who knows how long it's been taken care of. Love this car, very reliable vehicle. But this whole timing chain thing, there's a guy in Scotland or England or somewhere in the UK. He does these jobs all the time. Still takes him. He still doesn't show you when he takes the engine out. He doesn't show you that part, because when he takes the engine out, he drops the whole front suspension, pulls the engine out with part of the exhaust system with it, and then he does all of the work of removing the transmission, removing the flywheel. Oh man, I'm getting into it. But anyhow, this is the fan. I'm going too far. I'm sorry. I'm about to put the glove box back, and then I'll change the filter. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me change the filter while I'm here, because these are the two screws. One is over here, and one is here. I'm gonna change the filter while I'm here. All right, so I have the glove box removed, of course. Now this is the filter down here on the other side, or you can look at it from the bottom if you want. And it just basically pops out. Some of the guys, I see them push a screwdriver. Oh, the whole thing comes out. Okay, here's the cover. Here's the cover. The whole thing pops out. Very dirty, huh? Very dirty. Feels heavy. It's heavy. This feels light. This is lighter than that. That thing is full of dirt. So anyhow, I'm gonna take it out. And let's see if there's any arrows on it. Airflow. It says airflow. On the bottom it says airflow. So this is towards, airflow points towards the driver's side. Points towards the left side. So this is the aftermarket filter. I'm looking at it. It looks like it has less fins in it than the Audi one that's been in the car for probably 10 years. There's no arrows on it telling me which direction it should be going in, but I'm assuming it's this side that looks like you can see the charcoal. I think that's a charcoal filter. I think it has charcoal in it. So I'm gonna install it. I'm gonna install it like this, looking at the charcoal side towards me. So the filter's back in. It went in a little too easily for me, so I don't know if it's doing a complete seal inside of there. But I'm gonna put everything back together now. Put the light fixture thing back on. Put this in here. Oh, one of the bumpers fell off of this. Oh, sorry. Where is it? Where is it? The mosquito is about to bite me, so I have to put this down. The mosquito got away. Anyhow, plug those things back in. Put the glove box back in. It goes in very easy. One of the bumpers. Where is it? Sorry, I'm using my hand. Oh, there it goes. These probably cancel out a lot of the noise. And I was just able to finish before my battery runs out. So there we go. Everything is back in. Now I gotta put the stuff back in the glove box. Thanks for watching.